Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Out of Stand Nation.
What's going on?
We got some fantastic songs, as always. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that released this week. A lot of great stuff. We're not going to get a chance to talk to all of them. So, I mean, our short list was what, 20 songs? So,
yeah. And we're only talking about 4 songs today, so.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's kick it off with, I guess one was a fun song, so it's GHOST9. This is their, jeez, I'm lost track now.
I think this is the
third comeback after their debut? Is their fourth release, third comeback after their debut?
I think so.
I want to say.
I think so. I mean, we could be very much wrong. It's hard to keep track now.
Yeah, this is Up All Night. So, what did you think of it?
Yeah, it's so. What we've followed them all since their debut. We've seen their debut. We've seen their last 2 releases. I think we've talked about all of them, haven't we? Or
I think we have.
Yeah.
I think we've covered every single one of the releases so far. So
and
it's never been the same.
Yeah. But I feel like this one's had the biggest change.
Oh yeah.
Because the others were very much futuristic, or you had something to do with
very cyberpunk.
Exactly, but this one is more of a summer's here, or like summer's just starting. It's time to get up and be like energetic, and I think it's a nice change of pace, honestly.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially like we kind of commented a couple weeks ago, right? That like there's been a lot of like girl groups and girl crush,
right?
And in the meantime, like boy groups have been kind of like easing off with the crush concepts and doing something much more fun, cute, pure, even. So,
right. And I mean,
I'm not complaining.
Not only that, but even the dance itself is super fun. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, I can't dance to it. I can guarantee you, I cannot dance to it. But it's fun. It looks like it'd be a fun one to learn.
I mean, yeah, and then like with their outfits too. You got the scene where like they're all dressed up in school attire.
Right.
And from the first listen, I couldn't help but think like, man, this sounds a lot like there's a old school like are they American or they're a Western boy group, One Direction. Yeah, a song 2013 called was the greatest song ever or something like that, the best song ever.
I don't know. So, I never listened to One Direction, so
I heard it once and I was like, yep, that's all I ever. Well, at that time I heard it once. I'm like, yep, that's all I ever needed to listen to it. And then when after I listened to this, I wanted to check that song out. Like, yeah, very similar feel, very similar vibe. Not quite the same chords, it's just a little bit higher in pitch, and the tempo is a little bit faster too. But I mean, a lot of that same kind of teeny bopper kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
cutesiness.
I mean, it definitely I feel like both this song and probably that song that you're talking about definitely target youth orientated like feels. So especially because it's summer. Kids, teenagers, they're supposed to be enjoying the summer, having fun.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as an adult, we don't get the same options anymore. It's like we don't get that summer off unless you're maybe a teacher or something.
Well, I mean, teachers still work during the summer.
Yeah.
They're just working on the curriculum and all the administrative stuff.
Yeah. I guess you're probably right. I mean, what do I know? I'm not a teacher.
It's just on the other hand, though, it is nice not having to deal with students. But I feel sorry for the teachers that had to deal with me when I was in school.
Yeah. But yeah.
But no, like this is like you said, very much like a summer type of fun song. So summery fun. So, and even young adults can enjoy a song, or older adults. It's kind of bring you back to that youth, the nostalgia.
Yeah. I feel like if you're an adult now and you were a fan of probably like One Direction or maybe like even NSYNC or Backstreet Boys,
man, they're not going even way back.
Right?
Those are our 90s boy groups. Ask your parents about that.
That's crazy. Like people would like it still doesn't feel like it's been that long, but yeah. But yeah, no. It feels like it definitely feels like the whole youthful stuff, something that, you know, if you've listened to NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, One Direction, any other like really westernized like youthful group that caters to the youth, like it's a nice callback to those kinds of times, you know.
Oh yeah. And even then, like, you know, it's still kind of updated. It's an updated formula to modern K-pop. You know, especially with the rap drops and you know, and really, that's really about it. And same with the so you mentioned the choreography, right? It is a very fun choreography, right? So you know, you've seen like Everglow was first, right? They incorporated a lot of like kind of crump style hip hop dancing, very aggressive, a lot of like big posturing, masculine style posturing. You know, and like I said before, right? If you know it was a boy group that did it, it would have been like, okay, you know, another boy group song,
right? You
know, but you know, here it's like none of that, right? None of that, like really, you know, a lot of big D energy type of choreography. Like no, it's just they're just hanging out, having fun. You know, doing the kind of dancing that you do when no one's looking, right? When no one's around.
Oh, I noticed a few of them. I think might have even be like trending songs on like social media, like TikTok.
Oh yeah, like TikTok. Yeah.
So you know, I still can't do them. No sense of rhythm on my end, but you know, it very much caters to the youthful, because those are the popular dances that you'll see kids do. So
yeah, I mean, and some of the parts of the choreography too is intended to look like, you know, you and your friends just doing it together to have fun, right?
Exactly.
To goof off and not really try to be like super tight and coordinated and in sync or whatever.
Exactly.
You know, or it would still look like you're having fun, even when you're, you know, being kind of technically sloppy.
Right. But at the same time, it's still very much of a coordinated dance, and it looks like they've really practiced to make sure that it's done, that they're still in sync, you know.
That they're still in sync to the choreography and whatnot, but also kind of give that same feel of like, you know, of super tight coordinated experts, like. Make it give the same impression of like, yeah, you and your friends just having fun doing it, but like a bit more to it than that. Right. So yeah,
basically not in sync, but also in sync on a professional level.
Yeah, professionals faking looking like amateurs. So and so the music video, very bright, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Definitely the opposite of what we've seen from GHOST9.
Yeah. In fact, I want to say they've never done a music video where it was set during the daytime up until now.
Yeah,
because all of theirs was set in like at least in dark environments or at night. So when they were outdoors.
Yeah, where like because those are the where you can those kinds of scenes are where you can really focus on like the neon. In the like nightlife, this is definitely doesn't use all those neon lights. Doesn't use, and it definitely doesn't use as many of the special effects that we usually see from GHOST9, which is definitely a nice change of pace. I'm not saying that I'm definitely not saying CG is a bad use, but and that they used it way too much. I'm just saying that it's a nice change of pace to see something different coming from them.
Yep. Yeah, I just want to say too, I really love the colors that he used throughout this music video.
Oh yeah, it very much complements it.
Yeah, you know, and still the how just it really does kind of really sell that feel. It's enjoyable. It was an enjoyable experience. I enjoyed it a lot.
I like the like special take on hide and seek.
Oh, the one where they're in the forest.
Where they're in the forest, and instead of like actually hiding, they're covering themselves with like invisible cloaks and whatnot.
Yeah,
which definitely fits their name as well. GHOST9, be invisible like a ghost. So it's something nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to talk about that MV before we move it on?
No, go watch it. It's worth a watch.
Yep. So, all right. You want to introduce the next one?
Yeah. So next one is more of a performance music video than in music video. Wow, that did not make sense it made more sense in my head than actually saying it. But this is PIXY with their performance music video for The Moon.
Yep, celebrating their 100-day debut anniversary.
Yep.
So doesn't feel that long. Feels like a bit longer. So
right.
So.
And this music video was kind of caught me, like entranced me with when it started the whistling. I don't know. It's kind of like got that mesmerizing feel to it.
Yeah, I mean it's really helped too by the synth style that they use here. You know, synth music is really good for kind of giving that atmospheric vibe to songs. And so like when you come with the whistle, it's really piercing. It gives you something to kind of like really home in on. Especially like as you're already immersed into the music itself. So.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And like I don't know how to explain this. It's not exactly. Would you say it's Girl Crush or would you say it's? Yeah. Because
so a lot of people, right, when you think of Girl Crush, and you see this a lot, right, in comments for like music videos or news articles, like, oh, you know, that's not Girl Crush, blah blah, that isn't Girl Crush, or this isn't Girl Crush. It's like, you know, here's the thing, right? We have heard the producers for groups like Eyes One, right, with Lobby and Rose,
right,
or the producers talking about, yeah, this is a Girl Crush song, or for Twice with like Ooh Ah, like that was a Girl Crush song as well. And a lot of people, that those are like the last songs people would think of for Girl Crush. You know, because like they think of like the much more harder songs, right? But like Girl Crush, it has a range, right? Like the more in your face, or just the more confident, you know, self-confident, you know what, like women. So here, this is much more in the realm of like, you know, we're self-confident, we're chic.
Right.
That kind of feel without being like, you know, aggressive or in your face or you know, really sassy.
Yeah, this definitely exudes confidence, like through the movements of their dance and the vocals, and it just draws you in, and that makes it so interesting.
Yeah, and especially when, you know, that rap drop comes in, like it just that much more, I guess, kind of harder hitting, right? Yeah, I say harder hitting, but more in the sense of like the contrast that it provides to, you know, the rest of the song. Because the rest of the song is much more kind of smoother in feel, whereas that was just kind of much more closer to what you would think for, you know, Girl Crush, you know, kind of much more, or kind of a bit more aggressive in the feel.
Right.
So, yep.
And yeah, I really enjoyed the usage of like the smoke and the moon as the backdrop, and whatever. I think that they like it didn't take away, but rather helped enhance the performance of this music video. And I think that they did a really good job utilizing all of that to kind of do that mysterious kind of feel for the girls.
Another thing I thought was interesting too is just the overall maturity of the feel of this concept. You would typically expect a girl group to kind of like come along in their careers and then do something like this, you know, like 3 or 4 years in. Kind of like what we saw with like G-Friend, right?
Right.
G-Friend 2019. It's a different style of song, but that same kind of feel, you know, that mature kind of feel. So,
I mean, because I guess I wouldn't expect it less because we've seen like PIXY's other releases.
With Wing.
Yeah.
Wings. Yeah.
So I'm not really surprised.
Like even those are much more kind of in the realm of like, you know, something that will appeal to like your young adults, right? Like your 21-year-olds, 20-year-olds. This is something that feels like it would appeal more to like a 30-year-old or a late 20-year-old, you know, 28. So.
Okay.
So that's what I mean by like more mature, like oriented. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So. Oh. You got anything else you want to add to that?
No, I mean, like, they really, because it is a performance music video, there isn't much to say other than, you know, going into the song or even the dance a little bit. Which I would have actually enjoyed if they did an actual like music video and kind of like fell more into the whole mysterious kind of look to try to like enhance the feel of it, I guess.
I would agree, because like especially for that style of song, right? You see it a lot for like say, especially like Cosmic Girls, right? We just knew. You know, I could see like them kind of, I guess maybe choosing to do a performance video versus a regular music video, because like I don't know, they're afraid like, well, the idea that we had in mind was just too much like Cosmic Girls or GWSN, so maybe you don't want to switch it up to try, you know, take a risk, right, and switch it up to do a performance video instead.
Right.
I would think that a music video would still work out very well for this type of song. You know, there's just so much imagery and symbolism that they could incorporate.
Right.
That would really go with the song. So.
Yeah, but
I do agree.
But other than that, I think this was a really good song that they went with.
So. All right. Well, so we'll move it on to Mamamoo. Like, yes, we are in summer, but here comes Mamamoo with "Where Are We Now" for a ballad. So,
right.
Actually, the whole album too itself is it's a ballad album.
Right. I was actually really surprised when I first listened to it, because usually we hear this kind of song from Mamamoo on a individual level.
Yep.
Or at least a B-side.
Yeah. Yeah, because all the members have had their solo releases over the past couple of years. Yep.
Yeah.
So, would you go ahead and kick it off, man?
Yeah. So again, like you said, it's a ballad, and this is like I honestly expected this to be one of those like when I saw the title, I didn't see any of the teasers like usual. But I kind of expected something like more energetic that would be coming from Mamamoo, just because as a group, it's always like, all right, let's get this all pumped up. Let's just see Mamamoo be Mamamoo. But when they kind of turned it around and made it into a ballad, I was like, okay, this is surprising. And seeing them utilizing the vocals and like almost like a ballad rap from some of the members, it's like,
yeah, because it's the way Moonby comes in.
Yeah.
And I really did appreciate that because it did help, move the song along, right? Yeah, they had the small details kind of really help it keep going, because otherwise the song would have just lost a lot of steam. Because it's a ballad song, right? It's very slow tempo.
Right.
The vocals are much more in a kind of down tempo soul, and it's really easy for the song to get boring, right? Because and it's really hard to maintain that momentum. But we don't have that problem here.
Yeah,
you got their vocals that really help keep you anchored to the song. You got the supporting instrumentation, so a little bit of light effects at some points, and you got things like mood rap to come in and kind of help freshen it up so that it doesn't get boring.
That change of pace just is like it's something that Nick usually says, and I think that he can definitely agree that it keeps you drawn into the music. Like you just said, it just does such a good job of that, and I can definitely see it as one of those somber songs as well that you would see in a movie where someone's just down or trying to figure out where they are in life, and it definitely is a feel where that this is how far Mamamoo has come in their careers. It's been, how long has it been since Mamamoo has because they just had their contract renewal.
They debuted in 2014.
Okay, so it's been like 7 years.
Yep, 2014 was when they debuted. So.
So.
Yep. The song itself too, it's got a bit of a classic style, classic feel. Because like you could point back to, I don't know, a time in like 2010s or your like early 2000s, 90s, right? With like an R&B ballad type of song that you would have heard something similar to this.
Oh, most definitely.
It's a song that would be very timeless. You could hear it 10 years from now and still think, yeah, that was a great song.
Oh, I'm definitely listening to this
20 years from now.
Yeah, I'm definitely listening to this song 10, 20 years from now. It is beautifully done. It is honestly a beautifully done music video, and I think that the members have done. Honestly, the members of Mamamoo have always done an amazing job when it comes to these kinds of music videos. So just seeing them do a change of pace as a group rather than having their solos be ballads or something like that is honestly a nice change of pace.
Oh yeah, and and especially like in the middle of summer when everyone's expecting like summer bangers. It's a great change of pace.
Yeah.
Because at some point, right, we'll get tired of like the same type of bangers, and so having some ballads come in, having some R&B, some hip hop, it's always appreciated.
And the imagery, like them wearing white or them like being surrounded by like a dark and just shining in those dark areas just kind of speaks so much in that like they can shine no matter where they are. I think that is a very powerful message in the imagery of this music video.
Yep. Yeah, they definitely had upped the contrast on the color palette here. Very very high contrast and very softened filter.
Oh yeah.
Over the imagery. It gives you like the kind of dramatic. It really does. I mean, high contrast is usually used for dramatic scenes, anyways. But this really gives it that dramatic, like you said, the kind of emotional longing. Especially like when you take a look at the the lyrics, right? In the first verse, Fossa, starting off with like, you were so gorgeous, all the wonderful times we shared. I was grateful. Sometimes we had a fight. You stayed up all night. We were so happy.
Yeah.
And then that just kind of tells you like how the rest of the song goes.
Yeah.
Especially with the title, where are we now? So
this entire music video is amazing, and I want to say it kind of reminds me of Whitney Houston with the amount of power in their vocals and whatnot. So I think anyone who is a big fan of Whitney Houston and of like Mamamoo would really appreciate this song because it exudes the powerful emotions, the powerful vocals that Mamamoo can do, and that is very reminiscent of like Whitney and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she was a Whitney Houston was a soul, R&B style, gospel style singer. Mm-hmm. So and you definitely see some of those traits here.
Oh yeah.
So. All right. Guess we're ready to move it on to our last one.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is Miran and Mirani with the song RAMIRANI. That's very clever.
It very much is.
The song is was written by Mirani, as well as co-written with or co-composed with former Sistar member Hyorin.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, as well as a bunch of other people too. Groovy Room, Boy Code, Mami-san. So those are all, besides Hyorin, those are all hip hop artists. Mirani, she's a 25-year-old rapper. And then you got RAMIRANI. So she's kind of what really makes the song very interesting for me as well. I mean, in addition to it being a good song, mm-hmm. RAMIRANI, she is a TV personality. She's done a lot of kind of co-starring in movies, where she wasn't the lead actress. She was like the supporting actress. Mm-hmm. So that's what she's really well known for. 46 years old, and she was also on Sister Slam Dunk. Mm-hmm. First season alongside Jessie, and so she did Girls' Generation's Tiffany.
Okay.
So that was RAMIRANI's actually first debut in the music scene, was as part of Sister Slam Dunk. Mm-hmm. Their cast. They had a project girl group called Unis, which that song was produced by JYP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was 12 million views is what it had, what it's currently up to right now.
Which isn't bad,
Yeah. So, now this is I guess part of the Vivo's project for, what was it, Best of You 2021 Vivo project.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what that is.
What
that entails. I actually attempted to research it, and I got sidetracked with other stuff. So, yeah, let's actually get into the song itself. The song itself is very hip hop.
Oh yeah.
Very hip hop with the deliveries. It's got a bit of a kind of pop rock for the musical accompaniment. Mm-hmm. So. Which we've seen before. We've seen a lot of songs done in this style over the past 10 years.
Right.
Cho Sung-yeon, in fact, he's done something similar.
Yeah.
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but man, RAMIRANI, she kicks off the song, and you would think that she was a veteran of the hip hop industry.
She exudes so much confidence. She exudes so much confidence. I was like,
oh yeah.
I was like, how long has she been in the industry?
Right. So up until I was talking about it earlier. How long did you think that she had been? Like in the hip hop industry?
At least 10 years. Just because of like how she presents herself. I mean, granted, mm-hmm. Yes, she has that like acting background. So being able to incorporate that to create that like imagery, it definitely shows the talent that she has built over the years as an entertainer. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But
and she even comes up with some powerful vocals too, mm-hmm. or some fairly powerful vocals for someone who's not made a career with music.
Right.
It's like, wow, that's actually pretty good.
That's not easy. It's not easy. So. Having her being paired with Mirani, someone who is 25.
25 years old. 11 years younger than her. I mean, not 11.
21.
21 years younger than her. Like, she's old enough to be her daughter, to be Miran's daughter. Yeah. Like,
but seeing them being able to work off of each other and kind of exude almost similar, but with a different feel of confidence for hip hop and whatnot, is such an interesting feel. Because Ramiran, you know, she kind of has like a slower kind of hip hop vibe to her, while Mirani is a little bit faster. She's got like that
faster, kind of a bit more in your face.
Exactly.
You know, like, yeah, like she would like slot in very well with like G Idol. Yeah, she did a collab with them.
But overall, like the contrast and the pairing was harmonized very well with the song. You know, it worked very well.
Oh yeah, and you know, the song itself too. You know, it's it's a very have confidence, believe in yourself type of song, right? You know, because when you look at the intro, right, with Miran, you know, she goes, you know, in your eyes, I see nothing. I made it all the way. I never stopped. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and
she definitely got that confidence to go with it too.
And the choice of costume was really interesting. You know, you've got Ramiran kind of in a white suit, looking super professional, super like.
It's if she got some high top sneakers to go with it.
Yeah, like she's ready to take like top executive seat like energy, but then you got like Mirani with that whole like youthful
her hip hop attire.
Yeah, but again, still kind of exuding that boss energy, and I think that's such an interesting contrast. Like this is how like the older generation like exudes their boss power. This is how the younger generation exudes their boss power. And that again, like I keep on saying the contrast, but the contrast works so well to harmonize throughout this entire music video.
Yeah, and even with the other scene, where you know Miran's wearing the black dress or black overcoat, can't really see. You know, yeah, it's like a black overcoat with either shorts or a skirt, but that outfit actually looks like it came out of PIXY's Wings. Right? I mean, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like she wears it very well. In fact, I really like the outfit on her. Man, yeah. She looks really good.
Yeah.
So, you know, so the song itself, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun listening to it. And wow, you know, music video is up to 870,000 views.
It needs more.
It needs more.
It needs more.
Yeah.
Look,
so.
I can't keep up with trying to make the numbers go up. I can only watch so many times in a day. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
It's honestly a really good song, and
oh yeah, it came out of nowhere for me. So.
I think you're the one who posted it.
It did.
Yeah,
I did.
So you know, I wouldn't have known about it if you didn't put it up. But I definitely appreciate that you found this song.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I really do appreciate that I haven't found it. Right. So, all right. Well, you got anything else you want to add before we get to our picks of the week?
No, watch all these music videos, including the ones that we haven't talked about, you know, which we're going to put in the description below, you know. But honestly, watch them all. They were all really good.
Yep. So, what's yours?
It's gonna be Ramiran and Mirani's Ramirani. Yeah. I mean, other than the mouthful that okay, other than it being a whole like tongue twisted Ramiran and Mirani's Ramirani, that is a tongue twister of a name. Other than it being a tongue twister, it is a really great song with a lot of confidence and shows the difference of of confidence that both artists can exude, that contrast each other.
Oh, so apparently, Miran had performed in musicals. Oh, so that's where it comes from. Okay. And musicals, you're doing that. That's all live, and you're doing that while dancing too. Like, yeah. Musicals are hard. So.
Oh yeah, they're not easy.
It shouldn't be a surprise. For my pick, it's also Miran Mirani.
It's a good song.
It's a good song. It's the one that came out of nowhere for me. So, all right. Well, it's time to get to some quick shots. You got one that I'm really
quick shots with Jihoon.
Yep. So, LaBoom, they are returning to Music Core for the song "Journey to Atlantis," which originally debuted in 2016. Because it's been trending lately, so they've been kind of having a little bit of their own kind of mini success with like similar along the lines of like Brave Girls with Roland, so
which is great.
I'm glad.
It's
great. Of course. And for myself too, Journey to Atlantis was actually the song that got me into LaBoom in the first place. So it's great. You guys are finally getting some recognition. They found out under the radar for way too long, so check it out yourselves.
Yeah, definitely go watch, fall in love, be like a Jihoon.
Oh yeah. So, all right. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and close it out?
Yeah.
Now?
Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Watch all the music videos that happened this week or previous week. Whatever is going to be in the description below. Thank you to our patrons. We very much appreciate all the support that you've given us. It definitely helps us out to put out better content as best as we can. And our Patreon will be in the description below. Other than that, have a great week, and we'll see you guys next episode. Other than that, bye.
Bye.